Ladies and gentlemen, boys. Oh,
Sorry.
yeah, mute. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and the girls, welcome to another exciting episode of Collecting Weekly Live Unboxing. My name is Zack. I'm joined by Lane, the legend Kramer. And Lane, we have a figure that you have been very excited
Yep.
to unbox, and I'm excited to watch you unbox it. And we may even have a back to back. Might even be going live possibly next week.
If everything works, which we'll give a little bit more information on that a little bit later before we check out tonight. But
Yeah, there we go.
tonight, we've got probably one of the most for literally years, people anticipated or wonder if this figure was going to come. So give me 1 second, guys, while I get stuff adjusted real quickly. Let's see there. And why are you being crap tonight?
We have
That's
Toy Mafia, Jason Nelson, Duck Collector, Yomo in the chat. Yomo, I heard, was Victoria. I think he won our last giveaway, and then he won another giveaway. He's the new Equan. Do you want to? Can you rub the lens? I think you got a little bit of a smudge on the lens there.
oh, did I get
There we
it?
go.
There we go. Yobo, Toy Mafia, the collector. It's good to see all you guys tonight. So here we have, obviously, this is a figure that even before we knew the anniversary was coming, people were anticipating coming. We got the Padme Amidala from
Uh-huh.
Attack of the Clones, the kind of Geonosis battle scene and everything, without exposed midriff.
Wow.
But
You
so
get to see it.
this is a figure originally when it was announced I wasn't going to get, but I decided to get her to kind of fill out my Clone Wars line to go with the eventually get the Padawan Anakin as
Mm-hmm.
well. So as we can see here, we've got the nice special boxing that you do for the anniversary issues. I will tell you guys, I was kind of like just not used to like how thin the box is. Um, Looking really good here. Obviously, we've got her. We've got Star Wars labeling, Padme Amidala. And here we've got in the corner, we've got some of the listing for Hot Toys. And then we've got, of course, the 20th anniversary for the anniversary 20th for this one. And I just repeated myself twice
Clone
for no
Wars,
reason.
baby.
So obviously, this is the slipcase cover. Not a whole lot to it, except we've got a nice picture of seeing what the figure looks like. Uh, yeah, I know a lot of people they just kind of exploded with everybody getting Padme all at once. So it feels like this is something they almost got everything at once. We're going to slip this off. As you can see, this is where the real bread and butter starts with this figure. So I'll give you just a quick look here. Obviously, there's going to be a little bit so you can see a little reflection, but we get this down and in position. So here we have Padme. So this is where we really start to see the special of this particular figure with the boxing. We've got her here. Then we've got like the old school like Kenner and Star Wars figure packaging for the smaller scale figures that I used to own way too many of back in the day. We've got Star Wars Attack of the Clones. Now, for you, Oxfather, into the chat, was this one of your favorite movies of the prequel trilogy, or has this always been kind of a mid Star Wars movie, just the movie itself, not necessarily the figures from the line for this yet?
I liked all of them when I was younger. I think episode 1 hasn't held up as good for me. Um, but I mean, I think they're all pretty good. I think episode 3 is the best.
Yeah, same for me.
Surprisingly, a
That's my
lot of
favorite.
my friends that I guess like kind of rank the trilogies or like the however many there are. This one always ranks really low, and I don't think it's that bad. I think it's actually a really fun movie. There's a lot
Yeah,
that happens in
that's
it.
yeah. Well, I think it is because the love story scenes kind of come back and get us a little
Yeah.
bit because those are there's no arguing even with the sequel trilogy. Those romantic scenes are some of the worst written of any Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter
Yeah,
which one.
they're not particularly good, to be
Yeah,
honest.
but they didn't play to Lucas's strength in everything with his script writing. Yeah, I know Equan. I'm sure
Padmami.
Sheila's good. Now this is what I love. I just love the little foil here for the episode 2.
Mm-hmm.
Now we've got her. and obviously a little bit more actiony pose, holding the blaster. And obviously here we've got a little bit of breakdown. Let's see if I can get this up there so you can take a look at it. I know when like Justin did his unboxing and stuff, he didn't look at this, but and you see they gave some bait like just
do they
from
do
the
that
back.
on the anniversary figures? On all
I
of them?
think so, yeah. Maybe.
I've never seen that. That's interesting.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things where, they used to sometimes have a little bit of story on the back of some of the figures back in the day. So they include that here. Now this has got a much cooler back. So as you can see here, you've got Amidala, Attack of the Clones, kind of the shawl that she wears, give you an idea pretty much of most of the extra accessories she comes with. I'm heard not so great things about this, but we'll check it out here in a little bit. And then we have her obviously character name, Natalie Portman. I'm really interested in hand to finally see this sculpt of her. And then let's see, anything else? And then just on this side, there's just some more Star Wars. So obviously really unique boxing and stuff that we don't even normally get. Man, and I just realized I left my box cutter in my other room. Oopsie. Let's see. Get this off. All right. Yeah. I usually don't like peeling this stuff off because I always afraid it's going to tear the box and stuff. But okay.
There we go.
Making this look really bad.
What's up, Abe Dunk
Okay,
TV?
there we go. Yeah. I'm used to their I'm so used to their for Star Wars, their usual cigar box style and everything. Okay, there we go. Sorry about the delay there, guys.
You're good.
Here. So it's obviously a much thinner design and everything. It lets you get half the figure faster sometimes than you can get at some of the other ones. But obviously, too, that can mean that it also leaves you sometimes maybe not being able to get quite as much, as many accessories with these figures because of just the limitation of the box size. So here we've got Amidala herself. Slip this off. And I'm going to be very careful with the arms, guys. Since the last time we had a female Star Wars figure, that didn't end so good.
Yeah, don't break it, bro. You got to be careful.
No. No. Although if I had to choose my choice between an arm breaking on a figure, it would have been this one over what happened with my poor Jin. So this is, I think, some interesting boxing style that they're doing here with it because of how they're with just the size and what they're having to kind of use.
Stop moving.
Well, gotta get it resituated here a little bit. My camera is not cooperating with me tonight like it normally.
Do you need to tighten it or something?
Let's see here. Sorry, guys. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. So here we got Amidala. Now, let's see. We've got on the side here. All this stuff separated out. Okay. So with her, everything's kind of right here for us to see. So I'm going to take her out, to quote Justin, some first-hand impressions. Ooh, she looks good. She looks very good. We'll show the head sculpt here in a little bit. So now, so we can see all of the accessories. So here we have, she comes with a couple of different hands. And obviously we have like the gun hand holding, which she'll be using for, one of the blaster pistols.
Mm-hmm.
Then this, or maybe, no, this isn't. She's got two blaster holders. She might have this one also kind of is similar.
Yeah.
To it.
How much did this run you? TK said he just got paid. He wants to buy one.
So I got mine directly from Sideshow, and I used some points on her, like $20 in points. So I think it was like $270 something.
Goddamn.
Shipping and tax. Or
Dave Dunk with the $2 super chat. Appreciate you, my boy.
Hey.
Happy Mondays with the boys.
Thank you super much for that, Abe. So she also comes with a bald fist. Not exactly the most impressive.
Oh, and TK says he wants to buy it from you.
Oh, nothing. Sorry. I know my reputation precedes me. So 2 bald fists. So they have like kind of 2 triggerish hands and 2 bald fists. Now here, this is for, I believe, the adjuster for the rolling eyeball function. I probably am not going to be messing with that tonight because I normally, honestly, never mess with the eyeball. Anakin Vader, probably going to be an exception. I think I'm going to mess with his, but wow, this blaster looks nice. The paint and everything, love the blaster here. Like the dark black here paint, then having the little silver colorations and everything there. Gorgeous, guys. They really offset really nicely with this blaster. The detail and everything was really good. Yeah, I can see where you would say that the staining could be an issue. Now we have here her blaster pistol. Now, from what I understand,
don't break it, Lane.
No, maybe not. I thought it was supposed to pop out a little bit more, but check the instructions. But here we have our pistol that'll go in the holster. Now, I'm interested to hear you guys chat and Oxfather. What has your guys' opinion always been of the weapons and ship design and style, with always kind of the bright silver and stuff like that, style and stuff for the weapons and their shit, excluding, obviously the Naboo fighters, which were yellow.
Well, they had
chrome. Have you liked it? Not liked it? Or
yeah, I liked it. I like the regal silver color. I think it kind of shows status. So yeah, I like it.
Mm-hmm. I'm interested in chat and stuff too. What you guys thought? Maybe you like the kind of, except I guess in Mandalorian season 3 when we saw Jedi Master Beck escape, he escaped kind of on a Naboo-ish looking ship. Now, this is
I think that's the rumor that Padme had sent it, or someone within her guard had sent it. So yeah, I think it's good for identifying it because you don't see that chrome anywhere else, pretty much.
Yeah, no. So Naboo ships and Naboo personnel, stuff like that. So here we have obviously the base. Now, normally the base we don't really spend more than 5 seconds on with most Star Wars figures. But this one I'm going to spend a second on, because you can tell this is even from our recent Ahsoka figures. Hello, stand basics for like Mandalorian Super Commando.
Man on the Moon base. Man on the Moon base.
But this one obviously in cells here has the very different sculpting and paintwork, where here we have what looks like the conveyor belt from one of the factories in Attack of the Clones. I think makes this a very unique and interesting base. I actually really like kind of the grays and everything, and it has kind of a shine to it from the paint apps to it. Yeah, no, I have not tried the base attachments yet, but I believe, they, yeah, I can see where these would fall off. These kind of just attach on there, I believe. Yeah, they're not gonna really hold in place very much. And then, of course, we've got kind of the standard crotch grabber that attaches to the base. We get attached. Okay. So now you can kind of see it fully attached, and then obviously we have Star Wars and Padme Amidala on the front there for the plate. And then looking pretty good. So stick this here for the moment. One of my favorite things is having to find space for all the stupid plastic. Okay, so now this is the part I've been kind of wondering about a little bit, how it's going to come out. So first we have the big kind of headgear that you can stick on Padme. Now I believe this is supposed to be a little bit of pain from what I've seen to attach.
Yeah.
A little bit. So you can see the full, you kind of have to put it around her head and everything.
Is it magnetic on the front?
No.
It looked like it just snapped closed.
Just kind of goes together like that, and I can just tell you I hate how this looks. It just looks dorky.
It's not my favorite look. I kind of don't mind that they cut that costume.
Yeah, that part of it at least.
The cloak she did wear in the film, right? Not the headdress, but the cloak, I believe she did wear.
I think so. Yeah, so this, I think I'm going to put her with this on, even if it's not necessarily supposed to be the best. But here you can see kind of the front. The material feels pretty nice, pretty decent. There is zero wiring at all in this, guys. There's no wiring in here or anything, so that is a little bit of a disappointment. So if you were trying to maybe, do kind of like a windswept pose or something, you're not going to be able to do it. The only problem with this, you got to remove the head sculpt to put it on, which I've heard is a little bit of a pain in the butt to attach. But okay, so now we'll get to Padme herself. So put this out and her blaster. So move this over here. Give me a minute, guys, while I go ahead and hopefully get this.
No, don't do the robot with Padme. I don't want those elbows to break, my guy.
Yeah, no, don't worry. Okay. All right. So I'm actually going to leave on the plastic on her neck for now. So hold on one second, guys. So you don't have to look at this view. Now we're going to do. So I'm hoping here we might get a little bit of focus. Might be all the color behind it and stuff that's having a hard time focusing in.
Yeah.
But as you can see here, we've got the head sculpt. Give you a better full view. I just wanted you guys be easier to see it like this. See the boots. Now, here we've got the boots. So they are, let me show you guys right here. We got the boots here. So they are able to move, but they're not kind of fully split cut. They are kind of separate here a little bit, so you can do some basic movement for them. The material is definitely a kind of pleather-ish feel to it. Looks good. Also, with the belt itself, move her arm up here for a second. So you guys can see. So this is obviously the holster where a blaster is going to go. Looks like it should accommodate the small blaster
Goddamn,
fairly
she got
well.
booty back there.
Yep. Don't worry, we'll be going booty-tastic here
Hell
in a
yeah.
minute. So
Goddamn.
she's got
What are you
what?
doing here with all that ass? Sorry.
She's definitely not suffering from Rogue X-Men 97. Or
Oh my god, the remake?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, God.
And I'm just poking fun, guys, because everybody was like, the ass is
Yeah.
gone from that one shot, which had maybe too much booty in it with Apocalypse back in
It
the
was
day.
bootylicious, bro.
Yeah. Okay, there's some booty. Shoot your booty. Shake it.
Oh, okay, that's too much, Lane. Now you're just being creepy about it.
Mm-hmm. Right, okay. So, I do like the outfit here for her. The material and stuff feels like nice and relatively easy to move. So
Eddie said he really liked it. The outfit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So her arms here. Give me 1 second. I can get this up. Now, her arms, obviously we just saw she can raise them out fully to the side. Now, we're going to be very careful here. She can move, I think, about, yeah. So she's got full arm range movement. Now, the one thing I can definitely tell you, one thing you'll notice here is if you do move it like that, you are going to see, because it bunches up a little bit, start seeing the peg. So if that does bother you, you're probably maybe not going to want to go quite that far. But definitely has plenty of bend and stuff, which is nice, and obviously because of the fabric. I was a little wondering if maybe this might get caught up at all, like catching it when you're trying to bend it to full tilt, but looks like it just slides, no issue with the suit. I can definitely see where, though, you do not want to touch this with fingers. I'm kind of wishing I had gotten some gloves, but it's too late now, so oh well.
Damn,
now
I'm raw dogging it, bro.
Yeah. So we've got Padme herself. So I'll say from in hand, I think this one looks really good, like pretty good, because I'm definitely seeing Natalie Portman in it. I know some of the pictures, some of the angles, it could be a little tricky. Machine, can we please just focus in here? I'm not asking. I don't ask for much. So for this, you have to remove the head sculpt completely to attach the cape to it.
Yeah.
And I know if you're like trying to attach the hat piece to it, you have to remove the hair here, as the back is removable, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So you see here, the hair piece just pops out where it's all done up. So you would remove this, and then after you're done, stick it back in. Boom. Nice and simple. So obviously with her, there's not a ton of dynamic stuff with it. You know, she's pretty simple figure with the costume, all that kind of stuff. So this is one of those times I don't normally look at the I don't usually need to look at the instruction very often, but this is one of the times because I do want to try her with this cape on, because that's how I'm considering I'm probably going to display her. Because honestly, I don't know how you feel, Zach, but I think her outfit looks, it is not the most interesting, obviously for her. One of the most interesting outfits she wears. Boy, this is a thick book for, ooh.
10-year-old cool. Me love that outfit, I'll tell you that much, America.
Well, I mean, yeah, she kind of got it torn up a little bit later. Ooh, that's cool. So, here's this.
Oh, I've never seen that before. Those are the back of the instructions?
Correct.
Interesting.
So you can see Padme and him, looking romantic.
Those are not the figures, though. Those are the actors, right?
Yeah, this is the actors themselves in episode 2. And then they have the 20th anniversary there. That's cool.
Couldn't even give
and seen that. That explains why. It's kind of just white and gray. But So just so you guys, I know I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time with this, but just so you guys can see the layout, they kind of have everything just out here almost to fit the movie poster. Obviously, this is the look that you can get with that stupid hat piece, but I'm not ever going to do that. But they show how to attach it. So you remove the back hair piece and then you can hook that around. But
Yeah.
so with the cape, you have to remove the head sculpt and then attach that.
Is it a ball joint or is it
got a weird attachment.
Magnet.
Okay. So what I'm going to do here. This is the hand for the blaster. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay. So you guys can see here. So this is the proper hand for this blaster. And I did get the piece pulled out. So this is at its regular length for the hand blaster. So guys in chat, here's a question for you. Which blaster would you probably normally want to display her with? Would you use her hand blaster, or would you use the other like droid blaster that we see her with?
She doesn't get that to the arena, right?
Yeah.
I don't think she has that in the factory. Yeah, so I would go with that.
Yeah, no, she has this one. It just also depends. Do you like having a blaster in the holster and stuff too? And like most of the time, I keep the hand blasters in the holster. That's just like by Boba Fett or something. But which blaster do you guys think you would probably put if you were going to have her displayed with the blaster out? Which one would you guys do? I'm interested just to hear what you guys would want to do. All right, so give me 1 second here, and we'll get. Now there is one thing, because obviously Hot Toys pulled Hot Toys and kind of skimped a little bit on the hand, so there's only, you can't like have her dual wielding blasters or something, John Woo style. There we go. Oh, that's one thing I can say. Sticking the hands in the blasters is super easy. So here we have the other hand. This is a big, obviously her hand, this is big in her hand. But we've got the other hand with the blaster here. And I think it's on this side. Yeah. It's on this side where it's going to be where the gun would go. So I'm interested to hear which blaster would you guys think would be one you would like have her displayed with. So now I am. Okay. This is the part I know I'm not going to like. Oh, jeez. Probably should have removed the hair first. Okay. So this is supposed to be the connector that I heard a lot of people do not like. There we go. So this connector piece with the design of it, because of the weird connections you have to do.
That does look weird.
Yep, so we'll see how easy it is to attach the head. Oh boy. So let me see here. So
pan the camera up so we can see what you're doing. There we go. Thank you.
So there we've got the neck. Okay. So you guys can kind of see it here now.
God, that's a weird joint.
Yeah. So I feel like with this thing on, I'm looking. I don't know if you ever saw that movie back in the 80s, Saturn III, with the killer robot. This makes me keep thinking of the head of the killer robot.
I have not, my friend.
You didn't miss anything, trust me. Did not miss anything. So I can tell already, because it doesn't exactly, like, if you're trying to press it down, that this is going to be a little bit of a pain to like kind of pose up at all. So now we'll see
you may
how
just
hard
have to hit
this...
it with a little bit of water just to get it to fall down.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Easy.
so that was nice and easy.
Looks
Shocking.
easy.
Let's look at this. I like this music, by the way, you're using for the background.
Yeah. Just add a little bit of ambiance.
There we go. Okay, there we go. All right, so okay, just for basic look. So to give you guys kind of a look behind. So this is how it looks on the back with that attached. You can see that. I can see where right here with these pieces might be a little bit bothersome because they're gonna just kind of flip around here.
You gotta futz it. You gotta futz it.
There's no wires to futz them.
No, you gotta futz it with water. You gotta water treat that fabric, baby.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I hear Jason, he was, saying, gotta love a woman with small hands. Everything looks bigger. Thanks, Jason. All right. So, yeah, I mean, I would rather probably display her with her, the actual, her kind of personal blaster instead of its, a droid blaster. So, let's take a look here for a second. I do have to say, though, I automatically do like her already with this. There we go. I do like her much more with this cape already than without. I think it does add some ambiance. Yeah, I'm definitely going to display her with the cape on. Get her a little bit more centered, guys. So just basically, how do you guys think she looks?
She looks good.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm. So I think I'll display her with the blaster out. Here. So I just don't knock stuff all over the place like my big hands normally do. Give me a second here now. Get her on here. Crutch grabber. Okay, so just so that got her a little on base now. I'm not going to attach the little pieces. Guys, I'm sorry if you wanted to see what it looked like on the base, but they're really loose here. I'll try it just... I don't remember exactly how best to put it in so it looked like on the conveyor belt. So this will just do whatever, like this kind of.
Yeah.
There's no magnets or anything, as was mentioned earlier in chat, to really hold them in place. So let's see here. Okay. Now I will say her neck range of motion is a little bit limited. I think that might be due to the connection a little bit.
Yeah, it's not standard joints. Weird.
Yeah. So this is where I can tell, because you kind of want to get this shoulder where you might want to try and get it kind of flat a little bit. It doesn't really want to do that. Here, it's kind of settles just fine.
Yeah.
Like, so if you're willing, you kind of, it looks like this shawl is going to kind of go the way it wants to go on its own.
Until
You know,
it.
I know. Thank you, homie.
I got you.
All right. I know I probably should be careful using that terminology.
Do you want to tease the figure that we potentially may have next week?
It should be on the way. It should hopefully be here. So, guys, here, give me 1 second. I'm going to get this reset back up.
Great unboxing, Lane. I give you this, my friend. I give you this. Didn't break anything. Looked at it all.
Thank you. It's good to know I'm only Butterfinger. There's always a new opportunity for more joint breakage stuff.
There you go.
So we may be having next week, guys. Well, what can I say other than, something's on the way. And if you know what that means.
Wow, Lena's the voice of an angel.
Yeah, but I can definitely say if we do have that coming, then just so that we can finish off Padme here, just looking. This looks more like how I would have stuff set up.
Jesus Christ, me doing
We can. I almost like just throw that in the garbage and just be done with it because it looks like, that shawl makes me think of like garbage paper, like paper you just cleaned up a mess and you're throwing it in the trash. That's what it reminds me. But we may be having the Batman. I just got notice it shipped out to me from Sideshow today, so I know a lot of us have been waiting forever for this figure. It's felt like an eternity.
It's been a long time.
It came out. December it came out.
Mm-hmm.
Been a long time. But I have the regular edition coming. So it might be hitting up for our boy Zack maybe to kind of accidentally 3D print me certain other gun that doesn't come with that version to have something to stick it. Speaking of holsters and stuff and needing something for them.
Yeah.
I still don't get that. I really don't
understand that shit either.
But it's not just the Batman guys, because I've had something now sitting here since mid-December waiting to be unboxed.
What is it?
We will have not only a Dark Knight, but his robotic steed, the 2222 or Batman 2022, not 2222, 2022
it's Batman Beyond
Bat Cycle. We'd be way beyond Batman Beyond the Beyond at that point in 2222.
That's
but
exciting.
we do I have that already here. I have been sitting on that because I know Zack at one time was like, "Hey, do you want to unbox it?" I'm like, "No, bro, we're doing that. That's gonna unbox with the bat." Now that's gonna take a little bit more logistics with the size of the box for that one, but we will get that worked out.
Worst case, if we need to, I can have a cutaway on Hot Toys. That way, if you get, because I imagine you're gonna have to be dealing with a lot of logistics on your end. So, we can do it.
Hey, I will say I'm really happy with this Padme. I think if you have it coming, despite, I guess I would say the only fail kind of is maybe the shawl, but I'm also saying that because I've had the Moon Knight, even that WB Batman had a really good cape or something. How this has zero, and I mean zero, wires in it to do anything with it. I don't quite get that. But still, she's a good figure. They nailed the look with her. I would probably give the facial, because seeing it here in person, I'm probably like 8.5 out of 10 on the likeness. Like, it's good. I see Natalie Portman in it, but I can see it from every direction. I think once you guys get it in hand, you'll notice that. But Hot Toys did a killer release with this figure. I cannot now. Of course, this amps up. I cannot wait for that Attack of the Clones Anakin. Mm-hmm. I have him on pre-order too.
Yeah. Well, we will stay tuned for that. Thank you everyone for tuning in the chat, and Lane, of course, for unboxing your figure. Very exciting stuff. Hopefully next week you will get trolled by your delivery company. And we appreciate you guys being here.
Thank you everybody for joining us. So much fun. And don't forget, tomorrow night, be here, be square. or B
CW,
square
baby.
for new figures that are coming. A lot of discussion that's going to be happening. Take care.
There we go. Bye.